Chapter 8. Joe. At 5 o'clock, Mom comes upstairs to tell me that dinner is almost ready. I made a meatloaf, she says. The recipe is from Bon Appetit, so it ought to be pretty good. My mom is a great cook, and even though I don't want to eat dinner with her, I'm so hungry now I'm actually seeing stars. The phone rings, and Mom goes to answer it. I hope it isn't Dad, checking in from the road. The last thing I need is for him to get involved in this whole thing between Mom and me. He'd probably just say what he always says. Man up, Joe. The whole house smells like meatloaf. I try to ignore it, but I don't have the willpower to pass it up. I pick up my fork and start eating my dinner as fast as humanly possible. If I make sure my mouth is always full, Mom can't expect me to say anything to her. As soon as my plate is clean, I head to my room to read Bud, Not Betty. Mrs. Beam told us to read the first chapter, but it was only 8 pages long, so I decided to keep going. I'm a pretty decent reader when I'm not distracted. Plus, the story is good. It's about this orphan kid named Bud Caldwell, and there's something about the way he talks that cracks me up. Like, instead of saying all of a sudden, he says, whoop, zoop, sloop. I just love the way that sounds. Whoop, zoop, sloop. When Mrs. Beam wrote the assignment on the whiteboard, Dylan turned around in his seat and made a joke, calling it Pud, not Putty. Mrs. Beam didn't hear it, but Lucy Mulligan did, and she laughed so hard she almost fell out of her chair. Mrs. Beam gave us another assignment too, some corny personal collection project, whatever that is. She didn't write it on the whiteboard with the other homework. Instead, she just told us about it, which means now I can't remember anything she said. I tried to take notes, but she was talking really fast, and then they started mowing the grass under the windows, so the only thing I know is that the project is due Friday. I wonder if Miss Frost forgot to talk to Mrs. Beam about me. I hear my mom coming up the stairs, so I quickly stash the book under my pillow, roll over on my side, and close my eyes. She knocks a couple of times, then she opens the door a crack. "Joe?" she whispers. "Honey, are you awake?" Mia is curled up on the bed beside me, and when she sees my mom, she starts wagging her tail, thumping it against my leg like crazy. I lie there like a rock, but I guess Mom can tell I'm not really asleep. "It won't happen again, Joey. No kisses. I promise." When she told me she'd applied for the job, I told her I thought it was a terrible idea. But she needed the work, and Einstein needed a lunch monitor, so who cares if the only thing I actually used to like about school is ruined now? Nobody, that's who. "You won't even know I'm there," she tells me. "Yeah, right," I say, then pull the pillow over my head.